Okay, hey, I go by the name of Sdeni Poi KMG, and we are the conversation with Sdeni and Kamo. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on the conversation today, we got a special guest.
Guys, like, I know I'm old-ish, but this is Ntsikwane. You're making me sound like I'm 50. No, it's Ntsikwane. Come on, guys. Let's vibe together.
Are you not sis?
I'm not. No, actually, this is my last day in my 30s. Believe it or not. Next year I'm turning 40. So actually, but don't call me. I know. Guys, can you balance it, guys? Why must it go crazy and then Mpana? No,
Otherwise, how are you?
I'm alright. How are you?
How's life treating you?
It has been really tough, but things are looking up.
Anyways, how are you? Ntsikwane? No,
he stopped himself.
No, I stopped myself. I realized, I can't say that. How is things?
No, things are alright. Hey, things are looking up. I'm excited about 2022. It feels like it's gonna be a nice year. It feels like it.
You can feel it already.
I can feel it.
The atmosphere.
But I'm very cautiously excited because you don't know what can come.
I think one thing about
like it's cautiously exciting. Like it's like okay, but
yeah,
you can't be like it's my year. So it's nobody's year this year because normally each year people post.
Yeah,
it's my year.
So this is like nobody's. People are like,
let the best man win.
We don't know.
It will happen. Or what will happen?
Yeah.
Yes,
absolutely.
You know when I took by Pumuchi again. That's life. A white. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Tell us about yourself. I normally try to, by all means, to avoid this question of saying tell us about yourself, like where you from and all those things. But I've realized that, like, you know what, I really need to know that as to where did you grow up and you know.
And Elena, as much as I like you, I get right to question not tell us about yourself. I thought to myself, it's about time I prepared an answer to it because each time people are going to ask me. So Lena, I'm always like, can't you ask another question? But I am Ntsikwane. Grew up in Solomondale, went to primary school Wanamo Solomondale, graduated and went to a Model C school, Capricorn High, back in the day. I had to mention that, back in the day, Capricorn High. And then from there I went off to varsity to study. Firstly, I studied sports science because I was a sports freak. But then I had an injury happen and I quit and I moved to Pretoria University to do drama. Okay. And that's where the music thing started. Like, as much as acting was the major subject there, I had a little subject singing, and there was a old lady Aruta singing. She really saw the potential. She was like, you know what, you need to sing opera. Like, there's not a lot of black women who sing opera and with your tone. Like, there isn't a lot of people who have this alto tone that you have, so you can make money. But obviously back then, I was 18, I was like, listen, Isidingo backstage, proper showpiece. Yes, so it was like, no, I want to be a celebrity, I want to act, none of this opera thing, what is that even? But now looking back with the maturity that I have, I'm like, perhaps, could have taken the training that she was offering me and seen what way could have taken me. But you know what? Whatever happened is what is meant to happen. So we can't go back and say, let's do another thing. This is exactly how it was supposed to pan out. So we are here now.
Great. I've missed as to where you're coming from. I think I was just out and about here. Solomondale. How was it growing up in Solomondale?
It was alright. It was like any other township. People tend to say as a township, big village, but it's a township. Normal childhood, except just that my late dad was a musician as well, so we had a piano korai, so he would play every now and then and I would sing with him and stuff like that. So that's where the love of music started as I was young. Then I forgot about it completely and then it came back again until varsity.
Oh, okay. What are the siblings?
I'm the last one.
I normally say when you are above 30, you no longer have last born.
Your niece is getting last born.
You need to pick one of them and say no.
So I'm not the last born.
Yeah. You just happen to be born last.
Yeah, I just happen to be born last.
But you're not the last born. Okay. Great. So you said, when did you discover the music?
It had always been there, but really, I discovered it go tertiary after graduating. I did a corporate theatre gig for, can't remember the company, but they wanted an actress who could sing. So I went and auditioned for it. I was like, whatever, I'm going to audition, yeah. And they booked me. They also had me sing their theme song for the year.
Okay.
So whereas the year before was the late TK, the year before that was Yvonne Chaka Chaka. So it was all these name brands. And then here comes me.
You're competing with the big brands.
I know.
You're chilling with the big boys.
So after that, I was like, no, you know what? If this huge multinational company can ask me to sing their theme song for the year, not like literally this is what they play in their stores. Oh, it was Edcon. This is what they play in their stores all around.
But the Edgar's
So this is the song that they'll be playing. I literally just took that money and went and recorded my album. Once they paid me, I was like, thank you. Go record my very first album, and that's how I got into music.
Okay.
And how has it been so far? Like, are you still happy? Are you still excited?
I am. Now I've always approached my career in a different way, because I'm not chasing the fame and the clout and the trends and the viral videos. I want my music to contribute, to add value to people. Yes, I would want it to add value to more people and be seen and have millions and millions of followers. But that's not my goal. My goal is to produce good music and have people relate to it and have it impact their lives in one way or another. So I've always been that type of musician who focus on the content rather than all those things.
Fame.
But for this year, I saw that I need the challenge was that I do everything myself. I'm my own manager, marketing, it's me. Whatever you see of me, it's me.
It's
Compose
you.
my own, it's me. So right now I'm like, listen, I need a booking agent. I'm tired of negotiating with people and then they're like, no, refer discount. So booking agent, I'm charge this much. Here did it. So because they speak to me directly, they're able to twist my arm. And because I love what I do, it's like, no, it's gonna be nice. Let me just do it for this. No. So this year I'm like, no. Booking agent, PR, marketing, I just want to focus on the creative part of me and not have to still, I'm aware, I've learned the value here the past couple of years is that I learned the business side of it. So nobody can come to me and say, I'll manage and then just 60% go for 40. I know you cannot work like that, I know certain things in business that I've dealt with booking, but that this is how the industry works. So I won't have somebody coming in and later in the years dying a pauper, because I've been doing it.
You have an idea exactly of how it works.
Yeah.
That's good. And I think that's one thing that I've always been thinking about it. To say sometimes when you start something, especially in entertainment, you always want to work alone, until you get to a certain point, no, but I don't have to work alone. I need a team. I need people that would even if it's not people that directly assist you, but that can indirectly
people
assist
that you can actually fall to.
Yes. You need people.
I think you need a network of people that you can call on.
Because you won't go everywhere any day. For instance, Sdeni might say, I'm at this event and they wanted an opera singer next week. So just
exactly, from this relationship,
So those are things. Those are important things. So how many albums?
Albums.
I know the Soul Experience. I think is a recent one.
Yeah, if you call 8 years recent, it's all what 2013. My first one was in 2008. A year after I graduated, this gig, I sang the theme song. They booked me, I got the money, recorded the album, released it in 2008, and then the second one 2013. So the first one, I always tell people, or I don't want anybody to hear it because it was mahohoranish. It was like very much like, I don't even know how radio stations played it, because when I look at it now from the growth I've had, I'm like, no, guys, why did she let me think I can do this?
Yeah.
However, though, there's a favorite author of mine, Barke Seth Godin. He always says, if your first product doesn't embarrass you, you launched too late. You waited for it to be perfect before you launched. If you look at it and you're like, oh my god, if you're like, oh, it's so beautiful,
I don't even look at my first video.
Yeah, exactly, because you're like,
I watched it before.
I asked myself, for what was I doing?
Exactly. And that's how it should be. Like, we are never ready. We can't. I think our biggest downfall is to wait till we're ready, to wait till we have all our ducks in a row. You just start, especially now with the way the world is changing. Pre-2020, it was all, we want polished things, lighting, da-da-da. If you see the content that trends, it's real people talking like we are.
Yes,
not the
yes.
studio lights,
No.
the green screen. It's really people now. I have seen through the facade, our industry, unfortunately or fortunately. It depends which side you were on. If you were playing and making money off the illusion, then it's time to get real. If you were like me, that's why I have a friend of mine called Joburg. I always, when we chat, I say, now is the time for the healers, for the, not that everybody else was fake, but for the ones who are content to stand up. Because people now are seeking something deeper than Mojaevo Leingyan.
Yeah.
Now we're in, I was about to say, we're in deep.
Now you can share. You can share.
Deep shit now.
Yeah, deep shit.
There's no more, hey, showing off. Like right now, it's about survival, literally.
I think people
The next couple of years, as the world is restructuring, because it is restructuring, some institutions are falling away, some systems are not going to work anymore, new systems are going to come on board. So now we are all looking, where do we fit in this world? So you can't really, it can't be about pretending anymore. Like we don't even have who has the energy? I won't call it this, no.
Yeah.
So
and also
Nah, it's
people
crazy.
just want raw content, man. People don't want those filtered.
Yeah. Like,
you know,
and I was talking
don't
to
want
one of
perfect life anymore.
and it's become so bad. Like even Instagram, like people will post pictures and I'm like, but you don't look like this. I know you.
I know you.
Like
I've
seeing
seen
you. You know, it's so weird. And funny enough, because the mind and psychology is weird. We would love that person. We would not necessarily prefer that image, but we would take that image as their real, true self, even though we know you. Like when Noka post a picture now, but on Flickily, we're like, yo, look at Kamo, she's so beautiful. You know, you get me? Like it would be like now that is what my expectation of you is going to be from now on.
Okay, so we were still talking about the albums. You said you have 2 albums.
Yes.
I just want to ask, which one is the recent one? And
the
when?
8 years
The soul
one.
experience.
The 8 years
Soul
one.
experiment, yeah. Wow. Yeah.
So during the 8 years, have you been releasing music?
I've only released one single in between those 8 years.
So you haven't been active in music?
No, not that. Like I've been very active. In those 8 years, I was more a performing artist than a recording artist. I still get booked. My music, luckily, because I like creating timeless things, it still gets played on Tobela. So it's still there. People still hear it and still know me. I still get interviews. I mean, in a year, I get radio interviews that get booked for shows. So, like I said, I even when they interview me, so when's the next album? I'm like, when it's ready.
Yeah.
It will come out.
Are you working on one?
Yes, I am definitely. Like, listen, this year, I could have told you this.
Yeah.
No, this
You're
this
not
year,
taking your
man.
time.
I'm not. The time has been taken. This 8 years has been taken, guys. Like, how many more years must?
Do you think the song that you've written like 7 years back will be relevant now?
It will. Human experience doesn't change. It's not. I'm not writing ka siya kujaiva what whoever is doing this that. Human pain is pain. Struggle is struggle. I mean, Bona, you can still sing Anita Baker Sweet Love and released 1983. You can still sing it today because
those are my
love
favorite.
love will never
favorite.
die. You know, you still play stuff. The Bee Gees, Manhattans, Lionel Richie.
Right.
You you're not gonna play easy like Sunday morning and say literally everybody will stand up and be like easy like Sunday
They
morning.
will still jam on with it.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
So you also have awards.
Yes, Limpopo Music Awards. I've got
Music.
2, from one 2019 and the other one 2017. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
How was it receiving those awards?
It was great, and considering Ganibelo, people, these awards ceremonies are about voters and followers. Like if you don't have people voting for you, you can have the best song, but if your followers don't vote for
Your
you,
exposure is not doing.
like
Has it always sorry to cut you? Has it always been like that?
No, not all the awards. The summers there's a board, there's a listening committee that listens to all the albums submitted and they nominate who's what, and then they also vote among themselves. It's only song of the year or album of the year that gets voted for by the public. But
yes.
a lot of it is actual seasoned industry people who listen to the music. So Ganibelo, that's what I was saying. You would never hear, who can I say, Simpiwe Dana won song of the year, because the listeners like if one of my favorite Zoe Mudiha was nominated for an Afrima award, and she just posted 2 or 3 times to say, guys, vote for me, and she didn't win it, and I see why. Her music does not line up with the hectic popularity trend vote for me. Like I love her and I didn't even vote, because I get from her the music, the feeling that I want, the energy that I want. So it's hard for soul artists to to shift that mindset and be in that overly hyped vibe of Casper. There's certain genres that lend themselves to hype. I mean, my piano, you can just send out one message and say, guys, vote for best my piano. Literally, your crew, because they're here, go vote. But Rena music, we consume it for different reasons.
And when you really check, you might find out Judith Supum. If I find out like he has a lot of nominations somewhere, somehow, he has won a lot of awards. Like she's one of those people that would perform at some expensive places. You'll be shocked when you look at the catalog. You're like, I mean, like look at the likes of your Masikela, for instance. Now we just know them from the surface, but as soon as you start digging deep, those are the people that would go to American perform and we don't even know.
Exactly. So
as you were saying, so do you think soul music in South Africa it's slept on?
It is heavily so. It is heavily so, up to, guys, you guys don't understand the levels that 2020 it's like 320s has done to shift mindset jabat. I mean, now I used to do sessions where I would include yoga. I would call it the soul medicine retreat. So it's music, it's poetry, you do yoga. I have a lady who does energetic healing. Like it's a vibe. It's not a let's have fun. It's for people who really want to get grounded and get into themselves and heal so that they can be better people in the world.
Self-introspection.
Exactly. So right now, people have shifted in such a way that they're now introspective. Because those 6 months of hard lockdown, all of us had to face ourselves. We had to look at ourselves and go, what are you doing on this app?
I think I did not. During lockdown now.
You were like,
it just passed by.
No, but a lot of people have come back to themselves, because a lot of us in Nigeria is so like it's like why do I want like what do I want to do, you know? So right now there's a demand for that. Like Jonache the show Judith Unati as well can have an exclusive audience of 100 people paying 500 per person.
Exactly.
Like
that's a lot.
And a lot of money for little minimal rather than 50 rand upgrade 100,000 people. But having a person pay 750 to come and see you, and if you only have 60 people in the audience,
you made a lot of money.
You made
and that's what happened. Like you look at Zonke, for instance. Like the event event 50 rand. 250 going upwards.
And now what I love now is that live music has gotten now the recognition that it deserves. Kiboniko, the people that I follow, minimum that you get a live ticket for is 300 rand. to watch one artist,
Yeah.
not for a lineup. Like you're going to see Ntsikwane, you're paying 300 rand. That's it. That's his show. You don't even get dinner. You need to buy dinner.
Yes.
That 300 rand is for the music. So now I'm loving that people and all the shows they're sold out. Who Mandis Indiantis, who Bongezi Mabandla, like those are the kind of people I follow. They do that music that you can't over popularize. Like it's
No,
for the
can't.
soul. Like you hear it and you're like, this thing speaks to me.
Yeah.
And I don't need it to speak to a million people. It speaks to me.
Yeah. And then you think about it this way. You just think about rich people. Do you think rich people would just pay VIP 500 so that they can go and see Casper Nyovest, for instance? They don't do that.
Yeah.
They want to be in a position where they would chill, they relax, soft
They're very
music,
comfortable.
you know. Yeah, and that's where they would get to pay a lot of money for those kind of shows, you know.
Yeah.
That's where soul comes through
Yeah.
there.
So, but then soul is not slept on. It might be slept on in terms of
Popularity.
The numbers.
Yeah, popularity and numbers.
Like because then for someone to vote, I voted those categories didn't bore.
Yeah, like
to compromise.
Yeah.
I think
so such categories regular TV and I'm like, who are these people? What do they say? You know?
Yeah, but and think about it. Look at your Grammys, for instance. And as much as they used to be politically driven or racial driven, but you look at people that are nominated, you realize like actually in terms of music, the guys that Nalwena we would say or they're big, they're actually not big. Yeah, they're not big. There's people out there that make this music that you don't even know.
Exactly. I mean there's a lady world I like jazz. I love her, Diana Krall. She's booked a year in advance before the COVID thing. If you went to her website, you can't book a show. You can't book her as a promoter
Maja.
in a year. And you don't even know her. She can come. What I love about
Mas no mas.
what I love about that side of it's like in Kupacha, like the way I was speaking to somebody, a friend of mine always says, when I'm hosting quite famous, like each time you level morning live, I hope you're one of the artists of morning live. Whenever she watches morning live, she's like, let me see my friend, and I'm not there. So I was telling her 2 guys that I love that are building their careers the way I want to build it. And unfortunately, not unfortunately, like I don't have a female person that I can match to them. Afro Traction Le Press. Their music is there, but they're not all over the place.
Oh,
you know Afro Traction. You know Press. You know their songs.
I know Press.
And they get booked. They're busy. However, I got early because they didn't. They didn't get so big that you're like, Bonati. What's that song? Na 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 na.
Which one? Oh, Nomvul. Yes, Nomvul.
It's a
Sorry,
struggle
I was singing
for him.
something else there.
Lame.
Yeah, that guy from Swaziland.
They flew up, and then Hanivelo.
Is it Sense?
Yeah. So Hanivelo, it's like, what's happening with them? Like, there's a disadvantage to too much fame, because once people are used to it, it's like ke Zahara, ke Nati, ke Mangmang. But there's certain people who've maintained their value because they never became so big or over commercialized themselves. You know, so that's my balance, because I want longevity. I don't want Horikebe and then they spit me out and then I'm done. Like I want
the problem with that kind of example that you gave, I feel like as an artist, as a person, you have no control over.
You don't.
I have no control over how big this project that I'm doing can get. You understand? I think maybe the most important thing is that whatever that you do, you must put in the work. You must be consistent with it, you know. And as much as you can release a song and become I mean, like, even from your side, you never know, you can release something tomorrow and it become that big. And
I hear you. Like, you can't control how much people love you or how big your song is.
Exactly. Yes.
Yes. What I've seen with other artists who got so big, there was a team. You know, there's a different Msaki, her growth was organic. Like, she started off with a nice soulful album. People started noticing her black coffee, mang. She can still come and gig with, like, she's there, but she's not in your ear forever and ever. Like, amen. You know, you're not constantly hearing of her. Like, I've been following her since she released her first album the same year as me, and she's been building nicely, and her music has been growing without a team. Like, she doesn't have a huge team. It's her husband that helps her. There's other artists that you see, it's a machine behind them. Like Beyonce, it's literally, they send press releases, they do. There's a certain organicness of music that then, even if it gets big, because you didn't flame it, it was flamed by Mudimu Lebadimu. It doesn't get to a point.
No, I get what you're saying.
It doesn't get to a point where people are like, They loved it themselves. Yes, you didn't push it.
Yes.
It became a big hit.
And we can still even go back and look at your music and like, this is what we always wanted.
Exactly.
I understand. So some of the fame, like, you can make it in a sense of getting all these people doing the PR, like, interviews and
and I've seen people invest in that. That's why music, the industry is very strange. Like, all of us, like, you can put in the budget, the money, the effort, and it goes nowhere. Like, you do all the right things. I mean, I have artist friends who, listen, Espresso, all the shows that I want to be on, I'm like, what? Africa, like, they've done all those things, but nobody knows them still. They've done the Metro Unplugged, they've done Ntsikwane, and they've done, like, literally they spent a year. Their team was pushing, and nothing. But you can sense, like, human beings, we have this sixth sense to sense that, like, when I Master KG, it just went big without him. Like, that song is old. It had been out for a long time. It picked up later after it didn't come out, and the next month it was, it got built by people because they sensed the lady who sings it, the way she wrote it, the story as she explained it. You can hear the authenticity. She wrote it in pain. Or guys, I can't anymore.
Please hear my prayers.
Please, you know.
So you get to that point. No, man.
You people can't be fooled as much as we think they can.
But then, in our industry, are we not looking at growth as well? By growth, I mean like numbers. Are we not looking at that?
That is the kind of vanity metrics. That's what the YouTubers call it. It's now about, I've got 2 million followers, when in actuality you're only reaching 50,000. Those are your true followers. The other ones, you got them because a video went viral and they're not really into your content. They're just following you out of curiosity. Now, honestly, I'd rather have people buying what I do because they love what I do, not because somebody says, oh, Ntsikwane is a person to follow, and they click follow, and they're taking the space because of the way algorithms work and the way people watch this. They're taking space, authentic people that could be liking and commenting and doing whatever, and they're filling up your timeline, your liking what and they're not really there. They're not really into you. It's just okay, Sdeni, like, it's not man, why are they interviewing this week? Oh man, like, even that I can't control. I know that. Even that you can't control. Exactly.
But you know one thing that I was thinking about it is that social media is somehow, and the fortunate or rather unfortunate part of it is that we use it to grow our numbers and followers. This other day I was looking at Benny. What's his name? Benny who is it? Like, he sings songs.
Hey,
Mayangani is him. Have you seen how big that guy is? Yes, like, not in a sense of social media number. Like, when he does these shows.
Very big.
Like,
he has so much support.
Like, he has so much followers, and I was looking at it and like, I think that is the one that is important. Other than just having a lot of
exposure.
No, other than just having a lot of followers on Instagram that don't even come to your show. You know, you might as well just have millions and millions of people at Maja Stadium when you do the show. I was shocked when I saw that guy. I'm like,
you were like, what? How can you say? Like,
Michael Jackson.
Serious, for real. But this friend of mine is a comedian. Lena, she said the same thing. She was like, you know, the views do not translate to shows, tickets bought.
Yeah.
She has videos that will get to 300k views, followers upon followers. She did a show, Ning Ning.
What's the name?
50 people. I don't want to say her name.
Okay.
50 people came. You know, and she learned that lesson. Where social media does not reflect people. It's here. It's in the pocket. The support is. Ntsikwane is doing a show. I'm gonna buy it.
I'm gonna go there. Yes.
Social media, it's easy. Even a child can watch your video and click like and put the like counter up. But the real pudding.
and no knitting or even a child because of my
Exactly. No, absolutely. Like, and somehow I have this mentor of mine. Him I can mention, Levi Mamaulo. He always said, I never got it until
Why don't you want to mention your
friend? Man, I didn't want to mention it until now. No, because of the story that I'm telling, the views as opposed to the real thing. The tickets didn't.
But that's a reality. I think that happens to everyone.
Yeah, I guess.
It happens to everyone.
But let me rather not.
Okay.
Yeah, rather not put her on the spotlight, you know.
So, he always said to me, Ntsikwane, scarcity creates value. It was scarce sometimes. Like, don't every day but more social media. Hey, ice cream. No. When people miss you, that's when they want to come to your shows. If they see you every day, there's no reason for them to come and see you because you're always in their face.
But I disagree.
People miss.
I disagree. Never.
You know, there was a discussion here.
No, I disagree.
Let's hear your disagreement.
No, my disagreement is that if we were not talking about social media, I would agree. People must miss you. It's like go guy. You know that they also do look go guy. When I like go Sancho's kind of fellow with like when we can guy. Sancho what about missing yana. When about regard as a carapanya. Mara with social media, people in social media, they are so quick in letting go and forgetting. You understand? You can be what they look up to when they wake up, what they want to watch when they wake up. But for you not to be in that space within a certain period of time, they'll forget about you.
Not like that.
And
we're not.
Okay, I'm missing the point. You missed the point. That's fine. But what's your point? It's
of course. When it comes,
you need to engage. You need to post. Let them know.
Yes.
Have some personal moments. You know, when you hey, whatever.
That part.
Kamogelo, batho. It's too much information. It is really too much information. Now I've had artists that I like, especially Limpopo-based artists, that I've had to unfollow on social media. They post every hour.
Let's count them.
Every hour.
Let's count them.
That
One.
person.
Lisa Lamaisa post every hour. Did you unfollow?
No. There's a lot of artists. Like it's like you know, there's a time where you scroll and you're seeing the same person 5 posts. It's like, can I see?
Who's that, man?
No, like different artists, man. A lot of, especially like, I'm mentioning Limpopo because I'm seeing it here a lot. Maybe Nakahore.
But it's working for them. They're getting the numbers through there.
They're getting the numbers, I guess. However, remember, the reason, this is my logic, and that's why I agreed with my mentor. The reason diamond is more expensive than the
platinum,
stone is because it's rare. It's because it's rare. You don't find diamond, then the value will go down. It's maybe I'm putting it wrong. I'm not saying don't be on social media. Poster. Even one of my other marketing people, she said, Ntsikwane, of every event that you go to, post one iconic picture. Don't post an album. One iconic picture to summarize what you're doing. Minimalism. Really.
I still dispute it.
You still dispute it?
Yeah.
Not for me. Different things work for different people. Not for me.
Yeah.
It's been working because my brother sometimes manages my Facebook page. he said something. No, you have to be on Facebook because I had gotten off completely. 2020, I deleted literally my profile. Now I have 70 friends. I started from scratch. My page, I started from scratch. I deleted everything. I wanted a fresh start, a fresh direction. He was like, no, man, when are you doing shows? But you're no longer on Facebook. You're proving my point. When he asked, when people are asking me, because they know I'm your brother, when is your next show? Because they hardly see you on social media. They want to come to your show. Which one do I want most? But the show or you post a video but I like, which one pays my bills? Which one gets me money to go and record another album, to go and invest in a music video, to go and do different things? The likes, yes, the likes count. When people like, I'm not disputing that. Like,
but I think it comes back to what
views and count and likes, absolutely. The endorsement, different things. It depends. Like I'm saying, it's always the goal. What is your goal as a musician?
I think it comes back to what we're talking about, and you mentioned the issue of a pocket. My take is that when you're on social media every day, if you create content and you're on social media every day, there's no way, Brian, as much as people won't miss you, but people will stick to you, and you'll grow numbers. That's my experience.
Another reason why I was agreeing with her, I thought she was talking from a personal point of view, not as a content creator. As the conversation, of course, people need to see us work.
Yes.
People need to see a video every week.
Every week at least.
But then as Kamogelo, I need to take a break from my
posting
social,
your life, from doing
from my socials, from me being there out there. I can take a space from that. But now no, but your brand, that's you sabotaging it though.
No. You know, if the thing is, if something does not work for somebody, they stop doing it. It has been working for me. Like, it amazes me the level of bookings that I get with the minimal of, like, I post twice a week probably on my Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, probably my standard is twice a week posting of something that's happening. That's my standard. If I post twice or 3 times in a day, I look back at, okay, what's
this
going
is too
on?
much.
What's going on? Why am I posting so much? What's happening in my mind? That's how I've structured it. And the people, like, it's hard for me to convince people of this because they don't see what I see. They don't see the value.
It's hard,
the value of it. And the way my mentor said it, and the way now that I look back at what he's saying, even in your business, like Rena, obviously not business here or rickshaw dealer, like don't go your rickshaw no, that's not Kira, this consumption, this content thing. There's content fatigue sometimes. There's people like when you guys post it.
That's a first.
No,
content fatigue.
There's content fatigue. Now I have weeks where I do not go on YouTube, on Facebook, because my mind is tired. I give my mind a break. Like literally, we are all. That's why a lot of society, we're so cluttered. Imagine Ubula Buka. You seeing Motorola president. Trust, guys. If you study your brain, your brain takes snaps, pictures of those things, and unomakala also clear in your mind. Like you just cluttered.
You just need to self-reflect.
You're just cluttered.
You're just cluttered. Yeah, Mara, I think she's right.
Things you consume.
No, she's
consume you.
To a certain degree, I agree with you.
Yeah,
because
there's a part that I agree.
Yes.
There's a part that I
don't
agree.
You look at Facebook now. You look at Facebook, and I'm talking about just the status, like not content, like the status. Have you seen the repetition in those status? Like people are just cutting and pasting, literally. People are at the moment now. People are talking about what's that? No. I'm just talking about like a general thing. They're talking about how Makarapa Batota Malidi people taking this.
Also like the meme body like people
yes.
Like it's like person posted it once and then it's recycled.
Yes, like that's a kind of a fatigue that
credit.
Exactly. Or why don't you share it? Why don't you share it? You understand? Like I don't know. It's like at the moment people are just repeating things, with regards to the content. Sometimes it's people that post a lot, it's like video after video after video. Even when you have to do an interview with them to research on them, in one day, like the page is like this, like there's a lot of things.
And
but
also
I think
you just know your audience.
Yeah, but I think at the end of the day, and I mean like from your side, with what you're doing, like your soul music, you need to be a little bit quiet. You need peace. You can't. Yes.
All over the place.
For sure, even your target market came out more relaxed. So they'll be surprised.
Unfollow.
That's why you found it okay to unfollow people when they post a lot.
Exactly.
Because for you, it's like, this is too much.
So like,
you're a very peaceful person.
Like, no. And that's that's why I'm saying for me, and it depends on your goals in whatever you do. Like, not right now we can have the exact same goals, but the approach would be different based on our personalities. When you'll approach it that way. And I think we've been told so much social media is the life breath with sideways of popularity, of money. Like, it's like, if you're not on social media, you're missing out. There's a lot of people who are making their money. Like, they don't even have a social media profile.
Truth.
Like, literally.
But I think
not even on Facebook.
Those people started making money before technology was here.
Now, even now. Even now. And have you noticed what people... And
it's not, guys, it's relationships. It's networks and relationships that work.
Yes, and you know what, like, there's quite a lot of people that have a lot of numbers on social media, but they don't even make money.
Like me and you.
Like me and you.
Marietta, but it's here. It's like,
you understand?
You're building
it. You just have a lot of numbers and people that follow you, but you don't even make your money, and people will start saying,
no,
you must commercialize
it. There isn't just one way. No, that's my thing, that if I could pass on to the young ones of right now, there isn't just one way. If a person tells you, even if it's not even social media, performing live is the only way you can make money, question it. Recording is the only way. There are people who are performing artists, they've never recorded an album in their lives, but they're still working, they're still fully booked. They work out an album and go, like, I don't have an album, I'm just a performing artist. But they constantly book because they know what they want to do. Do you get what I mean? So always question, for me, I always question, what is the, actually my question is, what is the highest possibility for me in whatever I want to do? What is the highest way? What is the best way I can do it? Not the experts, the recommended way.
What is the highest possible way for you at the moment?
Oh, is that a question?
Yeah, that's a question.
For me, right now, I want to record my music. Like, it's just been, I've written so much. Especially, a lot of my music actually is not from the past 6 years. It's from 2020 and 2021. So it's still fresh content.
You're hungry.
So right now, and because there's a demand for it, literally every day I get a message or somebody saying, Auntie, we're listening on an album. So it's coming out. So for me, the highest is to really give people good, really soulful music that when they listen to, that I get. There's certain artists that I listen to that I cry
when you listen to.
Yes, when I listen to them. That is the effect that I want to have with my listeners, because a lot of us, there's pains that we have repressed, that music, some songs can tap into. And but you don't know why you can't place it to an event or boyfriend tell us and then why. And that's catharsis.
It happens to me. It happens to me. Like, I would normally think about places that I've never been to. And that one, it happens a lot.
How is it possible? I
can say I'm telling you, like some places I've never been to. I'm like,
Sdeni has been here. Probably Sdeni has been here before.
Yeah, it's like deja vu.
Wow.
Now I'm telling you, like, I normally would, especially like if I can hear a song from the distance.
Yeah.
Like you know that thing of you maybe badala music where I stand, you hear it from the distance. I would normally think about places that I've never been to.
That's a good one.
Wow. Some of us we think about all, like, people with cross paths.
It's weird. Like you're going back.
Yeah, you go back and like.
There's no way.
Then they think of places.
I can't think about someone.
Yeah. I can't think about someone.
He's okay. He's okay. He doesn't think about.
Imagine listening to a beautiful song by Ntsikwane and be out here thinking about someone. that
it reminds you of that person. It reminds you of that person.
Think about the future.
You can't be thinking about New York. You've never been there.
I will be there one day.
Yes.
So it must be a deja vu. Yes.
I like it.
Now on one of your song, Tabachak. Tabachabat, yes, I remember. And you said Osike wa dumella batho ba go tshela fase. How do you avoid that?
It is parking. Some Eleanor Reservoir or somebody said nobody can bring you down without your permission. So what I meant is that don't give them permission, because somebody now can come and say, guys, I'll show you come on, who'd listen to it? You know, stop on, guys. Whenever McG, Joe Rogan, there's a lot of podcasts out there.
Yes.
If you allow that for you to make a decision, what Ashmarakam, but that person maybe, I don't know, don't allow that. People can think less of you, but you don't have to think less of yourself. That's what I mean. Because a lot of times, the opinions affect it to a point where we're making decisions based on let me change. So just don't allow yourself to opinion.
That's nice. I saw one of your posts that you posted on
the one once a week one.
Yeah, the once a week one.
Probably posted
on Instagram. 2013. It was 2013 somewhere there. On Instagram, and you were holding your guitar, and you said me chilling with Bay on Valentine's Day. Are you also? My question.
Is it still the same?
Is this still
the same day? To this day?
Yes. Valentine is coming through.
Where is your Bay?
Is it still your guitar?
Why are you like this, guys?
Why
are you asking me about Bay? No. It's still my Bay, guys. Fortunately or unfortunately. No, there's no but. Like, that's my Bay for now until I get a real human being.
So one of the interviews that you were about to do, go Tabel FM, a lot of people, they were like, they posted you and like, if you have a question you can ask, and the people were asking if you are married.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah. Was it? Wait, when was this? Was like in 2008?
Yeah, somewhere there. So I was like, I want to ask that question.
No. I'm still not married, guys. Yeah, come my charge. It will come. No.
With time.
Yeah, with time. No, I'm not. Not that I'm not looking. Of course, I'm looking.
Are you looking?
We are looking. However, like I'm not the kind of person who let me just have a baby and those things are the most dangerous. Like you find yourself marrying that person or and then you are stuck.
Yes.
This is just for
vibes.
Valentine's Day vibes. Guys, those are the most dangerous situations you can get into. I don't do that. So I don't do
vibes.
I try. Well, let me not act like a saint. I try not to do that.
Also, you do that.
No, like I have done with him. I have done it. Like, he's a nice guy, man.
Why not?
Exactly. Why not? That's the problem. Why not? It wasn't a thing. Yes, that's the one.
Yeah.
It was why not. A why not thing, guys. No.
Yeah,
No, why not thing, guys.
So you're saying you're looking now? You're looking?
Okay, not looking in the sense of go Tinder.
Are you not on Tinder? Have you tried the social media? The social online dating?
I know. I've tried social media. No. I tried it for one day. Like one
Tinder.
Tinder.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's not necessarily, I think it's because Ntsikwane app. It sent me people like I was like, what is happening? I just uninstalled it. Like,
no, you just have to pick again.
But it was weird. Like it there was something. Maybe another day I was just like, okay,
it's not working.
It's not working. My mind was slow that day. But I got frustrated, guy, and I very quickly. And I was
Would
like,
you go back?
No, I wouldn't.
Are you currently not?
I'm not in a relationship right now.
So you wouldn't go back to Tinder?
I wouldn't go back to Tinder. I would not go back to Tinder.
So what do you
because
do?
Now, you know, sometimes Shemicha do which I need in a backhanded way. I've realized what I don't when I'm exposed to so many men just at shows alone. Just talking the amount of men that I speak to at shows. I could have been married by now. It's just that I'm not in that look at the show. I'm not in the space. All right, get business, like business card, okay, show bookings, done. So now I'm like, you know what? If I'm being realistic, I'm probably gonna meet my partner in this industry. The way like our lives are structured, weekends get a gig, during the week you're doing other things or you're doing admin. When you go out socially for music and to see other shows, that's where probably I'm going to meet somebody with similar tastes that I can vibe with.
Would you say you're more focused on trying to build your career, trying to do music, performance?
Before I would have said that. Right now I think I'm at a little bit of a balance because I've realized too much of anything is just not good. Like,
yes.
And you can not all they can ever be balanced. Balance here on a rotator. So sometimes you're more on work, sometimes you're more on your life, sometimes you're more hanging out with friends. Like it's like a rotating wheel. There's never a balance. You can't say a quarter here, more quarter here. You know, it's importance here rotate. Like now you could have a busy season where people are like, listen, we saw interview Nalukwenista, please interview me, and you have busy 2 months and your relationship kind of like, baby, so so busy question come lale jolly labor.
Mara kamulena wa jola kamu depend who's asking, and it depend which day.
Maybe that day I come a jola.
Somebody was saying today's Tuesday, right? It's the 4th of January. I'm a new person.
Oh, okay. I'll play next week.
Maybe next week you'll never know who am I gonna bump into a plate.
Imagine.
I mean, why?
You see what I'm dealing with here, Kamo, that's a 2021 attendance. Let it be. I want to ask you this, and it's a general question. Do you think we need more men? Do you think we need more men to take leadership seriously?
Leadership in what sense?
In general, in anything, be it family, be it in a society, be
now in family-wise, relationship-wise, I do think that. But I got another perspective by chilling with a guy friend of mine when I was in Pretoria. He showed me another angle of it. I'd always been like, but nah, Angelo, there's no leaders. Like, as women, we want
and I think that's the reason why I'm asking that.
Direction. We don't want a person that I'm going to have to guide. Not in a traditional way, but I want to support something. Start it, let me support it. Not like, no, that's not why are you talking to me about that? Yeah, exactly. So what he told me was that there's also a pandemic of men being raised by single women. We didn't have that solid. That's why we are more feminine than masculine, because a lot of men now are being raised by single parent. Even though the father is there, they're not in the same household. Saturday or Monday, or you have them for the school holidays. The majority of the parenting is from a mother. And for himself, he felt like there's a lot of tendencies that he has that are feminine because he was raised by women. And he's seeing that in a lot of his friends who are raised by single women. Those tendencies because they were raised by women. Because the father was not present enough to show them that men act this way. This is how we raise a family. This is how we do things. Even though they were there, like I'm saying, Kadi Christmas, Kadi holidays, that's not enough time. You can't build a relationship, peace.
No, you can't.
It's a long-term consistent thing. So I think now I have a little bit more, a different perspective and even compassion. Like I'm not so, leaders. And now I'm like, you know what? I understand now the dynamics. So perhaps if I maybe on a date get to know them or know their father died, or they raised by them, I can have that understanding. Or okay, this person maybe may not be as.
Reminds me of a conversation that I was having with my cousin, because she was saying that she's currently are looking for a man who's a leader. Today, and she will do it. She will chill. And then because she's tired of acting strong in a relationship, maybe, no, you're not going there.
You want that level of respect.
Hey, you know, like but then when she's looking for that in a relationship, men tend to say you have daddy issues.
Why so?
No, I'm not like that.
Men tend to say you have daddy issues. Now you're looking for your father in a man, and you're like, what the fuck do this men want?
Yes.
I'm so confused.
You know, it's confusing.
I think that is why a lot of, age group, I have a lot of friends who are single. Because, Rina, I run a business, I have this, that. I cannot, the person who's going to partner with me cannot be some...
weak. Okay, I never want to use
I don't want to say
weak.
That's why I didn't want to say weak.
But weak.
But I think that's the reason why I brought this question up, because I was thinking that we have a lot of men that have lost this role of being a man and being a leader, be it in a society and everything,
I take it back. What's working? It's something, some a lot of my friends want Sarah, and then 3 years down the line, they were right. Entertainment industry. Look at what's in the entertainment industry. Look at the songs that are in the industry. Look at the men who are in the entertainment industry, the popular, the ones that the teenagers listen to. Remember, these guys are still gonna grow up and get married. And it's about that tick on your shoe, the jiving, there isn't movies or soapies or music, because that's why they're always here in the earphones the whole day. So that is programming them to say, this is what a man looks. Why jaiva, the cerebiala, kikula boxy, that's it. There isn't, when our parents on, I'll bring it back. But our fathers are solid. Like, your dad is your dad. Like, there's no something without some. But I
to think about it,
because of the culture they grew up with the beach, like the music there, we underestimate the power we have. That's why Linda on my music, I make by all means whatever a person receives from my music is not something detrimental. It's not something I'm going to be responsible for a person making stupid decisions.
And you're right. Look at late last year. Kids at school, they used to do that thing yakonka. But simulate. So what's very Gucci, and that's what they look up to. But
amen. Like, honestly, I better risky jeans. No.
Which one is this one? Where are you taking this thing to?
And we don't see it. And the thing is, it's like you are a hater. Like, you don't want other kids to be successful in them. Like, there's a song another guy told me, I won't say it now, but it was literally describing how this person was going to have sex with this woman. And it was a popular Mapiano song. When he told me, I was like, there's no way that song exists. He sent it to me. And it said that, Kamo. That is what our kids are singing right now, guys. That is what our kids are singing.
And it's a great culture sometimes.
Exactly. Our industry really is responsible for a lot of nonsense. That's why at some point I quit. Especially in the acting industry. I was an actor for a long while. I quit it because I saw this is back then I was like a hardcore Christian. I was like, this is satanic stuff. This is satanic industry. I'm quitting.
Why did you quit? Was it on the role that you had on Skim?
This role was a recent one. Back when I first, when you first start, I was like mid-20s. You are impressionable.
How old are you now?
I'm 39.
Okay, 39. You said this is the last year.
So we are impressionable. You see people sleeping with this one for that, doing this, and then they expect you to work this. Like, it's a heavy, they draw your energy for very minimal pay. Like, I know there are other, but this one is hectic because when you shoot for 12-hour days. Like you literally on set, you learn lines. It's not only that 12 hours that you're shooting. You still have to go home and learn a whole freaking book, the lines, which takes you another 3 hours learning. Come back on set the next day, 12 hours for very bad treatment, so that I quit it for that reason or no. It's just a lot of work and people don't even respect what you do because they're like, we can replace you. Okay, you don't want to do it, sharp. Let's get a casting call, let's replace, we need a black female, 20 to 20. Like, that's how easy we can be replaced. The value isolate, like, you're not valuable. You can be replaced just like this.
Hey?
That's hectic. That's hectic. Do you have any question?
No, I'm done.
Okay, tell me, beside music, what kind of a person are you?
She's an actress.
No. Beside like your
She
music.
was acting. Just
You look
now.
like one of those street sisters, you know, the home koropilo was a
Yeah.
For sure,
No, I'm not. Exactly. No, man.
You were telling us the kind of a person that you are.
I'm calm, but I want things in a specific way. Not strict. You can't do if you're not doing it my way. It's the highway. No, like I want order. Even my band, my musicians know. Like I'm one artist. One of my band members was like, when Ntsikwane, they were even strict kanako. If it was possible to get to a gig the day before, just or living one time, you would get there a day before. Because I need order. My mind is a creative person. So structurally, I need to have order.
You need to have order.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm gonna go crazy. Imagine, Kamogelo, you are constantly thinking about ideas, and then even in your life, there's no order. No ways.
Sure, man. But you know what? Thank you so much for having the time for us. So tell me, where can people follow you, and what it is that people must look for in you this year?
Okay, firstly, you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, the typical. Also LinkedIn, guys. I'm on LinkedIn and I'm active on LinkedIn. Damn it.
Sdeni's favorite.
So if you're on LinkedIn, follow me on LinkedIn.
It's not my favorite.
You actually motivated me to get
You're on LinkedIn.
I did.
Yes, get LinkedIn. So if you're on LinkedIn,
Please, everyone get LinkedIn.
please, guys. Facebook, Instagram. Which is the other one? The other two I'm not. Twitter and TikTok. This year maybe I might be on.
Twitter.
Like I'm in between TikTok and Twitter.
Get both.
No, guys. It's one or the other. It can be both. Honestly, like already, but like Facebook, Instagram. Unless I get a team, let's all comment.
What's your favorite show on TV?
My favorite show on TV right now, it's The Blacklist. There's a series called The Blacklist.
Oh no, like we run like the soapies that play daily.
Oh, I hardly watch TV.
I watch TV.
Honestly, if I watch TV, it's a catch up. Yeah, certain things like The Blacklist and maybe Chicago Fire. But I don't watch TV. Even at my place, and people when they come to me, they're like, "There's something missing." Where's the TV?
You don't have TV?
No.
Me and you together.
Yes, we are one.
Together.
See.
I don't have a TV.
Mara, why on air during the people? Like,
No, I'm scared. Do I have a TV?
Somebody you have a TV?
He has a TV, just that he doesn't have a
watch
decoder.
it. Oh, that's the problem.
I have a monitor. I call it a
You don't
monitor.
want to watch.
It's a monitor.
Oh, you use it
monitor
for other
computer.
things.
Yeah.
Oh, I can monitor a
Hey,
TV.
keep monitors
Come
TV.
on.
Oh, but it looks like it just looks like a TV.
It's a TV that you use as a monitor.
That thing is called a TV stand for a reason. Is it not?
Do you want to sing for us?
No, I don't want to sing for you
Can't you
guys.
Come on now.
create
An intro.
What do you want me to sing? What do you want me to
Anything.
sing?
Just close
My
to
name is Kamogelo. This is Sdeni.
Yeah, this is
The
Sdeni.
conversation with Sdeni and Kamo.
Yeah.
This is a conversation with Sdeni and Kamo. Conversations with Sdeni and Kamo. Conversations.
Thank you so much for your time. We wish you nothing but the best. And we hope and we pray that we're gonna get music.
No, you
soon.
Yeah, you have to get music.
Yeah, we have to get music. Man, you know what? We love your work. I love your Instagram. I think that's the reason why I even DM'd you. I don't know where I met you, man.
I didn't know. Well, I'm like,
were you there by the Lima?
This year.
Yeah,
last year. No,
last year.
I wasn't.
You were not there.
I wasn't.
I don't know where I met you, but I think I saw you somewhere. She looked familiar. That's why I was like, you know what? Let me invite her. I think so. But yeah, man, you know what? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it, and we wish you nothing but the best, man.
Thank you. Thank you too, guys. Grow
you.
bigger. Limpicheng gape re le still dia chelete. Ke le patedisheng for interview. Plus ke tabe ke ne team, I'll be like,
Yeah.
Maybe
yeah.